Hi.
Hello there. Welcome to day 25 of the Travel That Matters 30-day connection challenge.
Can you believe it's day 25?
Day
Wow.
25. We've made it 25 days through this whole everything and coming and saying hello to you. It's been
Every day except Sunday.
every day except Sundays. So I feel like
Yep.
we haven't made it to day 30 yet, but we
But
will.
there's
There's
no
I
worry
mean,
about
there'd have to
that.
be like a catastrophic event
I
for
think
that.
we're in a catastrophic event right now.
A more catastrophic event. Uh, so we are Travel That Matters. I am Angela,
I am Anne, aka Mom.
aka Daughter. We are travel advisors, and one of our most favorite things about travel is the connections that are made on so many levels. And so we have been doing this 30-day challenge to foster connection virtually and between ourselves, between
Mhm.
whoever is watching. Just it's been a great way for us personally to process this time. It's given us a purpose every day to shower. So hopefully it has brought some benefit to those who are watching. And if you are watching, please say hello to us if you're live here. And today, the challenge for day 25 is to connect with your imagination and your creativity. This is something that's not that hard for me to do, but it's a little bit harder for mi madre,
Yeah, it's kind of the left versus right brain thing.
Mama San, as I call her.
Mhm.
Mama, mother. Oh, mother.
And all you mothers out there, I know you understand how that is. Yes.
So, mother, darling,
Sweetheart.
what would you like to share about this challenge for you?
Well, I tend to live in the left brain world, so it is something that I have things I love to do that are creative. And this conversation today is having me realize it's really what I want to tap into. I'm so easily just like grind it out and just task oriented. And I have this beautiful collection of colored pencils and adult coloring books.
Adult coloring books, as in for adults,
Oh,
not
yes,
X
not
rated.
not X-ray, as in they're not cartoons. They're like mandalas or very uplifting. There's one called Zendangle, which is really cool because it's very meditative. And I have, oh my gosh, I have so many beads for making jewelry. Back when I was a regular W-2 employee, I would go to a bead store in whatever town I was in when I was traveling for business. And they're right now sitting in my closet. They're probably lonely. So I am going to
So
take the time to,
request some jewelry.
no, that would make it task oriented.
Well, maybe that would work for you.
No, because I don't like to mix task and create. So I want to be in that creative mode, and then who knows what will come of it? Could have plethora of bracelets. Who
Yeah,
knows?
bracelets are easier.
Yes.
Necklaces.
And I do believe I have enough supplies so that I wouldn't even have to go out to a store. And there's always online because there was a bead store in Ashland, Oregon that when I wasn't living there, I spent way too much money with it. But that is where I tap into creativity is I think it's more like working with color. I really like maybe I'm a interior designer that don't no, I don't want to go there. But I really like to combine colors and how they work together and have a aesthetic that is a little abstract. So that's kind of I think why I picked the coloring books that were I mean it's not landscapes, it's not rigid. Most it's interesting. Those creative outlets for me are not just very linear and cut and dried. It's much more imaginative. So, 30-day challenge, by golly.
All right.
What about you?
Well, I've been doing a lot of stuff with videos and I have ideas about what I want to do, compiling images that I've taken into slideshows or videos that can be used for marketing, but also just because.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's mostly my biggest enjoyment comes from stuff related to photography and images and
Mm-hmm. Well, like when you put together
telling stories.
the book from our Africa trip, that was
Yeah,
very creative.
I volunteered to put together the memory book for when we went to Africa for the group leader, and it was really fun, but it was so much work. So I shall not be volunteering for something like that again. Learned my lesson on
Well,
that one.
it was because you were gathering photos from how many people? 20
Yeah, I
some
got
people?
photos from 20 people and plus like their message to the group leader so that everybody could say thank you in their own way with their images. And so it was, kind of a little bit like herding cats, a little bit to get all the information in, and then it was designing it after the fact. But it did come out really lovely. So that was the reward of it and
Well, and
the
everyone loved it
appreciation.
so much. So,
Yeah, so that was nice. So what is your creative outlet? Oh, I was gonna actually one thing. I mean, you've seen a ton of it on Facebook and whatever. There, a friend sent me. There was this. It looked like somebody was sitting in an airplane seat,
oh, that was so
looking out the
cool.
window, and then it zoomed out, and it was a guy sitting next to a dryer that had one of the circular windows, and he had like an iPad inside the dryer, so it was showing the plane like it was an image or a video of a plane wing,
Mm-hmm.
and I think his tray table was like a folder or something.
Did you see the one that was that same idea but was using a toilet seat?
No.
That was like just the seat. It wasn't the toilet.
Yeah.
But they had it cropped just perfectly and somehow they had managed, I don't know if they had like an iPad behind it, but same idea is I looked at that and I thought, how could they be flying?
Yeah, so there's so many super creative things. A friend of mine also just sent me a thing on Instagram where there was a template and then you add all these GIFs onto it to answer the questions. And I couldn't do it. I it was like way too hard. I'm not a millennial, like trying to do all this stuff. So, but it was actually really interesting to see what's possible. And so there's all these cool things that people are doing right now because they are kind of pent up energy, right? So we'd love to see if you have any creative inventions that you have done, or just let us know what your typical creative outlet is. And get your imagination
Mm-hmm.
going.
Yeah, like it was
You
one
can go anywhere in your imagination.
a family that did like a music video and it was multi-generational. It was like I'm presuming the family was grandmother, kids, and parents, and they were just having a blast. And it was so fun because they weren't trying to be great dancers, but it was very creative how they put it together. They moved to different parts of the house. They were standing on the dining room table at one point. So it looked like they were really having a blast together.
I think parents out there have been having to be creative and use their imagination the big time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you. So I think we'll call it a day 25. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Get into your imaginative, creative mind and let us know what you come up with. And we will see you tomorrow for day 26 at 1 p.m. Pacific, right here.
Okay.
Okay,
See you
thanks.
tomorrow.
Bye.